everyone. Our featured vegetable this month is carrots, and the recipe that I'm going to share with you is supreme mashed potatoes. Now this recipe can be found in our Michigan Harvest of the Month packet or also on the website. Supreme mashed potatoes are just an energized version of regular mashed potatoes because we're going to add carrots to them, and we're also going to add some garlic to them. And by adding those two other ingredients, we're adding more vitamins and also more fiber. Now our first ingredient on our recipe is potatoes. It calls for 6 potatoes that have been peeled and diced. I used a yellow potato or a golden potato. I quite often use these for my mashed potatoes. They have a thinner skin to them, and I quite often do not peel my potatoes, so that just gives them more fiber. But again, you can use any potato that you would like. Now potatoes are very rich in vitamin C, which boosts our immune system. They have potassium in them, which is good for our hearts, and also vitamin B6. Our next ingredient is carrots. It calls for 6 large carrots that have been peeled and diced. I've done that for you here. Carrots are rich in vitamin A, which is an antioxidant that boosts our immune system, that is good for our hair, that is good for our skin, that is good for our eyes, especially with our night vision. They are also loaded with fiber, and fiber makes us feel fuller longer. It regulates our blood sugar, it lowers our cholesterol, and it's just overall good for our digestive system. Next, I have garlic, and it calls for 3 cloves of garlic. I have chose to use the garlic that's already minced that I just got at the grocery store, and the equivalent to 3 cloves is about 1.5 teaspoons. Now we're going to place all these ingredients in a large cooking pan, and we're going to cover them with cold water, place them on the stove, and bring the water to a boil for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we're going to turn the burner down to simmer, and we're going to cover it and just let them cook till they get nice and tender. Now this takes quite a while, so I've already went ahead and done that step for us. So I'm just going to bring those in. Also, while the vegetables were getting tender, I took 1/2 cup of low sodium broth, added 1 tablespoon of butter to it, and I warmed that through until the butter was melted. This broth is what I'm going to use to add slowly, a little bit at a time, till we get the potatoes to the consistency that we want. Now, it says to use a hand masher. This is a hand masher, and we're just going to mash them. You can also use an electric mixer, which I have here. I quite often use these because I like a much more creamy consistency to my mashed potatoes. But we're going to start mashing these. Liquid here to this one again. Spatula and kind of get our extra that we have up here down so I can mash them. Get them nice and consistent. Doesn't need much broth to it, but just a little bit more. And again, use this and just bring in what's around the edges so we make sure we get everything nice and mashed. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much mashed through. Serving of this out. Now you can see by using the hand masher that it's a little more lumpy in consistency, which is perfectly fine. And what I'm going to do is just use my hand mixer And just mix them up a little more creamy. Again, bringing all my potatoes and my carrots in from the edge, so I make sure I get everything nice and mixed through. And this just gives us a little more creamy consistency. Our mashed potatoes. There we go. And we have our finished product here. This is a very easy, quick recipe. It's a great complement or side dish to any meats that you might be making for your meal. It doesn't take very much time, and I hope you'll try it.